everyone, welcome back to the Muddle. We are back for season 2. I am Bea.
And I am Lila.
It has been several months since we've recorded. We meant to start season 2 in February. So Lila got influenza a week after my family finished influenza A. And my family had influenza A for about 3 weeks. And then the day we were going to record, that's when shit hit the fan and our city went into lockdown. For being in a conservative state, we did a great job of locking down early, which is why in Kansas, I believe we don't have that many problems with COVID right now. Welcome to our season 2 premiere and our special COVID edition. We are coming to you.
We're doing it a little differently today.
Yeah.
We have a different format today. We're not just picking one drink. We're going to discuss quarantine life and what has been getting us through or what we think needs to get us through. We need to give a shout out to our friend.
Fabio.
What's his name? Fabio. Why can't I remember that?
I don't know. It just came to me just now. I think that's what it was.
So, hello, Fabio. I'm sure you are listening.
Yeah. From Argentina or Chile? Was it Chile?
No, it was Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was disappointed we weren't discussing beer.
Yeah.
You know, can't win them all.
No. This isn't part of my top 5 things to survive COVID. I have been enjoying Pacifico lately. And I think it's mostly because I'm addicted to Costco's street tacos because you don't have to prepare anything. You just have to warm it up. I can have it delivered to my door and feed my family within 10 minutes. And it's warming up. So I've been enjoying Pacifico with street tacos.
Drinking is what's getting us through, for me at least.
During quarantine, it's a given that you can start drinking at 3 o'clock.
Yes, that's what Europeans do it earlier. Who's going to judge you from your house?
Nobody. My children, my dog, that's all. What were you going to say about our Zoom meeting?
We're doing this through Zoom. This is a Zoom, our first podcast through Zoom. Everybody else seems to be doing it through Zoom, so why can't we?
We're going to try it. I have a feeling it may fail miserably because 80% of the time something goes wrong with our podcast.
It's just a given.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, when Bea got on the screen, it looks like she probably is in like Antarctica. I mean, she just looks like she's got this white background. Before she moved, she had like some kind of items behind her that looked like she was gonna go out and dig or something. So, and then she's very cold, so she's bundled up. So she looks like she's either in a deep freezer or in Antarctica.
Yeah, I moved out of the panic room and I am in our office, which has been a catch-all since we moved here 10 months ago. We haven't done anything except paint. So the walls are really, really light pale gray. Our basement is about 15 degrees cooler than it is upstairs. Plus it's kind of chilly out there today. It was like
it was. I was out walking the dogs. But I'm glad you're not in the panic room though, because I think that would be scary by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm in the office downstairs with my dog Willow, who's joining us for this podcast.
Willow's never gotten to join us before.
No, she doesn't seem too interested in it.
Willow's a stalker, though. I've gotten several texts from Lila. Willow is just hovering over her, watching her.
Yep, that's her latest thing. Well, first of all, she's probably wondering why I'm here all the time. You know, I am still working. I'm working from home, but she wants to know why I never leave the house.
She's confused.
Yeah, so she keeps an eye on me. So shall we begin our top 5s?
Yeah, I would love to hear your top 5.
Of course, I'm gonna start off with booze because
obviously
this is the Muddle.
Right.
My favorite discovery has been boxed wine.
I knew that was coming. I love it.
You know, you get how many bottles? 4 bottles in one box, and it's actually really, really good. I guess boxed wine is having a moment this last couple of years because it's more high end now than it used to be. Like, remember in the 80s when your parents would go, you know, you see in the movies where they always have boxed wine and it's just like grape juice.
Yeah, it's always the boxed wine has always in my mind been associated with junk wine. Yeah.
So my favorite is Boda Box. They're out of California. I like the red Volution. I shouldn't recommend it because then everybody will go out and buy it. Then I won't have any box.
You don't want a shortage.
Well, what's been great is the local liquor store here. You just call up, tell them what you want, pay over the phone, and they put it in the back of your car and you can drive off.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So I'm always on the phone with him. I said, do you have this Boda box wine? Because I don't know what they have. So he answers all my questions for me.
Is he becoming your buddy?
I've only ordered twice, so I don't think we're there yet. They seem to have a good supply. And I bought some tequila because I think you should have tequila on hand too.
That's a good idea.
Disinfect something, need a shot, there you go.
There's a lot of good uses for tequila.
Box wine, gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
You get 4 bottles in one box.
And it supposedly lasts a month. I don't know in whose house a Boda box lasts a month. Not mine.
But
I mean, maybe 3 days. Kidding.
I think it's 2 weeks for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then also eco-friendly.
Exactly.
So, we're helping the environment.
Exactly.
That's important. Okay, so my next one that I am absolutely loving, and I found this by accident. I don't remember what I was doing on YouTube. Don't remember. But you know how sometimes they say you see that on YouTube, it says you might like this? It's a guy, he's called Steve the Bartender.
Oh.
And he does, you watch him make cocktails. And he's from Adelaide, Australia. So I was watching it just came up 10 easy cocktails in 10 minutes. And it was the most soothing experience that I've had. It was like a de-stressor watching him make the cocktails.
Really?
Some examples
need to put a link to him on our Twitter. Yes,
we do. I already was going to plan that. 10 easy cocktails in 10 minutes. What he did was the Negroni, the Aperol Spritz, a Margarita Daiquiri. Those were some of the ones. I picked those because the other ones that I really hadn't heard of, Bea would ask me what those were in those drinks, and I didn't want to go into them yet. She always likes to ask me a question.
Lila, getting wise.
I know, because I wasn't prepared, because there's one he did that we will have to have as one of our drinks sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a soothing experiences, and he has tons of them. It doesn't hurt that he has the Australian accent.
Mm-hmm. Does he do it shirtless?
No. But he's got a beard. He's good looking, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
So
it always helps when they're good looking.
And he smiles when he shakes the shaker.
Oh.
So that's soothing. So he has a whole bunch. He's got I watched him do the Great Gatsby the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He also does rum cocktails, whiskey cocktails, quarantine cocktails.
Yay.
So maybe we can get him on the show sometime.
That would be amazing.
Maybe he'll be listener number 9.
We can always hope. We've got big goals over here on the Muddle.
We do. They're slow going goals.
They are very slow going.
We just want advertising.
Influenza A hit Kansas so much harder than COVID. I mean, everyone I know, literally somebody in their family or my friends got influenza A. There's only one family member in my household of 5 that didn't get it, and that was twin B, because we put him on Tamiflu right when we found out twin A had influenza A. The flu season was rough here.
I don't think we know how many people have COVID.
Oh,
we don't have enough testing.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's really high, and now it's jumping in Western Australia. I mean, not Western Australia, Western Kansas.
Well, the meat.
I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
How did I get onto that? I don't remember now.
I don't know where we're going with this. We were talking about Steve the Bartender, and
it took a dark turn. It did. Influenza.
I know, it's still on your mind. It was a rough. Take away the dark turn that nobody will ever hear. So I started watching. This is an older show. I saw that Amazon had it. It was called Invasion, and only aired 1 season. It was so good, and I watched it again. And I'm really disappointed that there's only 1 season. So that was a bit of a downer.
Yeah.
And then my other favorite show is Afterlife on Netflix. Have you watched that? With Ricky Gervais? It's
with the chick from Saturday Night Live years ago and the guy from Portlandia. Not that one. It's where they are in the afterlife.
Yeah, that's on Amazon. Yeah. This is different.
Okay.
He's not in the afterlife. But anyway, it's just a story about he was once a nice guy who, after his wife died, now has, developed a no filter attitude, says whatever on his mind. It's going to be very sad, but it also can be very funny. And it's just short. So it's season 2 premiered this week. That's what I've been watching.
Well, Ricky Gervais is pretty funny.
He is. You have to have You have to like that sense of humor, though.
Well, yeah, you have to get it, but
Yes.
I personally find him amusing.
Yes. The other thing that is getting me through is walking the dogs, getting sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
I usually go very early in the morning to the park when there's nobody.
Right.
And the good thing about the park is you can move a different direction. Because
Yes.
some people, it drives me absolutely nuts. You can see that it's a circle. It's just one big circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you got somebody, further up who all of a sudden decides that they want to go the opposite direction and they're heading your way. And you're like, what? Just keep going in the circle. Move off somewhere else.
You're gonna come back around. Take the extra steps.
I love
Are you seeing masks at the park? Do you mask it up?
No, not when there's anybody there. No, especially it's a long walk, and I don't want.
It's hot. We mask it up once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not often, but yesterday there's a popular donut truck in town that actually came to my neighborhood playground parking lot. So our neighborhood, there's a parking lot where the pool and the playground are.
Yeah.
And
in Antarctica.
In Antarctica, yeah. I took my children and I went, and I don't know if I've mentioned, my sister lives right behind me. So we've chosen to quarantine together, which means we are acting as one family unit during quarantine. Mm-hmm. So we don't wear masks when our children are together, but we were going out where there was going to be a lot of people. And it's not for us. When you wear the mask, it's for other people, right? So
I think it's both ways now.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was just to benefit other people. But my twins aren't even 2, so they weren't wearing masks. Obviously, that would be a disaster. But my daughter and I were wearing masks. My sister and her 2 children were wearing masks. We were the only people there, A, social distancing, and B, wearing a mask. And I'm like, okay, people.
Yeah.
And there are tons of children, obviously, because everyone was there with their kid. So I got kind of bitchy about it. And there was a little girl, probably 10 years old, with her little brother standing behind us. And I took my kid's wagon and put it behind me so they were standing 6 inches behind us. And I'm like, no, that's not cool. So finally the 10-year-old caught on. And so she started telling her little brother, no, you have to stand back at the line. But we were a little appalled that people, they weren't even standing 3 feet apart, let alone 6.
No.
We were doing 6, but I'm just thinking, what is going through people's mind? Do they just think this isn't an issue? Do they not care? To me, it's being courteous to other human beings.
Yeah, you're supposed to wear them when you go into the store.
Yeah.
When you're going to have contact with somebody.
Right. And I don't personally go to the grocery store. I haven't for 2 years, obviously, because I have a lot of children and it's a disaster. And I can rarely get away, or I'm tired. Usually just because I'm tired. My husband has been doing a lot of the shopping and he has gloves and a mask. And yeah, I don't know.
Because I was doing a pickup at a grocery store, where they just put it in your car.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody walking in did not have a mask or gloves or anything. And I know we live in Kansas. It's a large population of people. If you read some of the comments, especially when the governor posts anything about staying home, everything like that, how angry people are that she's ruining our lives because we can't go out and have dinner or be with our family. Well, we're saving lives. We're saving lives by staying home.
Maybe you're saving your elderly parents.
Yeah. I mean, my mom lives with me. She's in her 60s.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you're immunocompromised.
Yes. So
how do you say that?
Compromised.
Immunocompromised.
So I don't leave the house often.
I wonder if it's people who don't know someone who's susceptible or don't have the knowledge or education.
Yeah, maybe. But
my mother has a degenerative disease and she lives in the house in our backyard, right? And at the peak of COVID in Kansas, we were keeping 6-foot distance from her, and me and my children were not going in their house because she could very easily be compromised. I think what she has is a degenerative disease, right? It's out of courtesy for people in your lives, your friends, your family. Stay home, people.
I know. And these people that says, what were some of the signs at the protest was, I need to get a haircut. I would think that the beauty salon would be the worst place for you to go, or a nail salon. Those
Oh,
people touch other people over, even if they're just having one customer a day. I mean,
mhm.
every hour. I think that's what one hairdresser is doing, and the person has to stay on the car, and then they disinfect. But what if you have somebody that doesn't have any symptoms?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
I know. I should have got like some kind of buzz cut or something before
Well,
something
hey,
happened.
you know that I was talking about I wanted to shave my head.
Just see what the real color is now. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know. We're gonna find out what a real color is. That's terrifying. Mine's just gonna be like dingy gray.
yeah, that's mine coming. It's coming in right now.
Yeah,
But
like icky. I just wear a
yeah,
hat most of the time when I go out.
that's what I wear, a hat or I have a headband on.
Right.
That's my look.
There you
But
go.
I don't, but you know what? I just think that I don't need the haircut that bad.
Exactly.
And who's looking at me anyway?
Me,
Yeah,
Willow,
you are. Well,
Roger. But I think you're beautiful no matter what, Lila.
oh, so sweet. And you look good in Antarctica. So,
Thank you. Thanks. That's because you can
um,
really see my hair.
but I just wish people would be more sensible, think of others.
Thoughtfulness. That's what Americans need more of is
Yes.
life is not all about you.
I
Think
do. You
about
don't
other
hear it.
people.
You do not hear all the complaining in other countries. Well, I know they
Mhm.
probably get a lot of money anyway. You know, you don't hear them upset. I mean, New Zealand shut down immediately and they are completely in the clear.
Right. It's amazing.
Germany shut down their borders right away. Italy was way behind, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
but they're catching on. I think our numbers are going to increase, especially when people go to the gym and get their hair cut.
Ugh. Yeah. I think I'm just going to cancel my gym membership for the next year. I mean, there's my thing too is not just my mom who lives behind us and we're in contact with daily. It's two of my children have had RSV,
Mhm.
also known as bronchiolitis, which is
Yeah.
a lung issue. And so that makes them more susceptible also.
Well, don't have to stay indoors.
We
All
went down
right.
a little we went down a little COVID, the mask, because you were at the park walking the dog.
Yes.
And yesterday
Well,
was a
you
warm
know that.
day and I had my children and I out in our masks and it was uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
and we were the only ones in masks along with my
So I
sister-in-law.
wear them.
But we wore it
Yeah.
to be courteous.
So
And then when we
yes.
got away from the
So
truck, we took them off.
yeah. When we order food sometimes, but we dump everything into another bowl or whatever
Yeah.
and throw everything away immediately. Disinfect the counter and wash your hands.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's important to wash your hands. But I don't know, this is our life now. So I'm sure we're going to continue to talk about this in our podcast.
Well, since we're advocates of sheltering in place and
yes,
you know,
well, you know,
being thoughtful
our
of others.
our viewership is mainly in other countries, so
So maybe they'll understand. Maybe they'll feel our not all Americans are
I was
blatantly
trying.
disregarding this
Yeah,
pandemic.
I think our viewership is from overseas.
Well, what I'm wondering, so you and I are in our 40s, and I have a very close family. I have two sisters, but I also have six cousins, and we're all very close. And we've all had this Marco Polo string going for a month now. And what all of us are marveling at is I don't know if it's our generation. I don't know if it's our age, because, you know, maybe we're in our 40s, so we're not wanting to go out clubbing or anything. It seems like our age group, our demographic, is more willing to stay home. All the friends that I have are sheltering in place, are staying home, and don't plan on. I have a family member in Springfield, and she said, "Yeah, our life isn't going to change much after the restrictions are left." And that's how we're not changing anything when restrictions lift. I'm not taking my kids to a playground. I'm not going to museums or play spots.
Yeah.
Heck no.
I'm going to continue I get up in the morning, I walk the dog, I work from home, and then sometimes I have a late afternoon nap, then I walk the dogs again, have some wine or cocktail, and then watch a show. But I will say, I never thought I'd be the one to say this. I do miss going to work a little bit.
I truly believe come November, December, we're going to be right back where we were a month ago.
We're expected a big second wave.
Yeah.
Because you have the flu on top of
exactly
COVID. But I'm trying not to worry about that. I'm just going to,
one day at a time.
Just do things that make you happy. And the other thing, another item on my list is that what's happened with all this is I've been reconnecting with old friends. Sometimes you just don't keep in touch with people.
Yeah.
And what I did was I just reached out to see how everybody was doing. that's been nice hearing from people that I haven't heard from. And this is sad that you lose touch with certain people, but life gets in the way. But this kind of helped you reevaluate what's important.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I've reconnected with a lot of people and have contacted a lot more people. Especially a lot of people who I know are older moms like me who have really young littles after infertility. I've been people who I was friends with while I was going through my, like, trying to get my babies here. I've reconnected actually with a lot of them, oddly enough, just because I know they have littles that are my age. A lot of them have twins, and it ain't easy right now.
No, I'm sure it isn't.
And a lot of them are stay-at-home moms anyway, so we're kind of, I think stay-at-home moms kind of have an advantage because when you have especially if you have twins, we were already in lockdown, man. I've been in lockdown for 2 years.
That's true. Okay, and then And then my last item is just something from pure joy from my childhood. There's been on YouTube, there's been a lot of like reunions from movies. And the other day they had a Goonies reunion on YouTube, and everybody participated. You had Mikey, you had Mouth, you had Chunk, you had Bran. Steven Spielberg was on there, and the director. It was funny, it was heartwarming, and they were so happy to see each other. It was just sweet. And then the other day they did a Melrose reunion too. I used to love Melrose Place. I can't believe that came out 25 years ago.
I never watched Melrose Place.
It was a good soap opera. Guilty pleasure there. But the Goonies one, if you're a fan of the Goonies, definitely go watch that one because it just brought a smile to your face.
I love the Goonies. I actually saw on Target online, I saw the Goonies on sale DVD, which I still get DVDs for my SUV for my kids to watch. And I was like, oh, I can't wait till my kids are old enough to watch Goonies.
Well, it came out 34 years ago.
No, it's not possible. Oh,
I know. It still holds up. So that's my list. I know it's not the most exciting list, but if you take one thing away, go watch Steve the Bartender. He will soothe your soul while you're just watching him make cocktails.
I'm going to do it now. That's what I'm going to watch when I'm trying to fall asleep at night and I can't shut my brain off.
He's soothing. He's easy on the eyes. He's got a nice accent, and he knows his cocktails, which is important. All right, I'm interested to hear what you got. I'm sure yours is more exciting than mine, but
I don't think so. Okay. Mine are more the top 5 items I have in my stash. So, or that I want in my stash. So if we have a resurgence and have to go back down on lockdown in November, December, whatever, this is definitely still going to be in my top 5 after having gone through shelter in place for a month now, or 5 weeks now, I guess. All right, the first is a bottle of gin, and it's kind of like your tequila.
Okay, why gin? Because I know you're not a gin fan.
Right, because both my husband and I enjoy it. I have come around to enjoying gin.
Okay.
I do enjoy kind of the more interesting flavors, but it's so versatile. And it just has more flavor than vodka. So, and you can use it it's a disinfectant, like you said.
I think any liquor is a disinfectant.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you can use it to make a Moscow Mule. You can use it to make a martini. You can use it to make a bevy of delicious cocktails.
I'm a big fan of gin, as you know.
Yeah. And I've come around. I've come around to the gin bandwagon.
I'm surprised.
You need the size gin bottle that has the handle. I'm not talking like a 5th. You need like the gallon size of gin that has the handle. That's vital.
Is that like gas station gin?
I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that business. I gotta get the good stuff or else I have a hangover. All right, the second thing we all know, annoying, cliche, everyone's out of toilet paper. You need a bidet. Bidets are amazing. I love them. They are cleaner, more economical, more environmentally friendly, and you don't have to worry about finding any stinking toilet.
Well, there you go. So you have one now?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're thinking about putting one on the children's bathroom, but it's still, a little confusing. You can get one from Amazon. You just hook it onto your toilet. Save yourself some money. So a bidet. The next thing I need are running shoes.
In case you need to flee when the zombie apocalypse happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But also because I do still go running
Running.
because
You're originally going to run a marathon.
I was supposed to be running. I was supposed to run a
Are you going to
marathon
run your own marathon?
last month. I thought about it, and you can do like join a virtual race, but then that means you're spending an obscene amount of money to run a race, but they'll send you a t-shirt and a medal. It's not worth it to me. I mean, part of the joy of running a marathon is when you cross the finish line. I don't know.
I would be 6 feet away. I would applaud.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way if they open up marathons in the fall, they're just idiots. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
My cousin was telling me she lives in San Diego and she runs on the beach for exercise. She lives on the beach, literally like her beach cottage. She has a beach cottage on the beach, and she runs with a mask, and she said it's annoying and awful, but that when you're running, what you're exhaling goes a certain amount of feet. I can't remember now. I remember for biking, she said 40 feet. So if you're on a bike, what you're expelling is going 40 feet to the people around you. That's insane. Yeah. I think for running, it was more like, I want to say like anywhere between 10 or 20 feet. I can't remember what she said. I rarely run into people when I'm out running.
Yeah.
We live kind of out in the suburbs, and although there are more people out now, which is great, more people are definitely out now than there used to be. A good pair of running shoes. My fourth item, you're gonna like this: chickens.
Like real chickens?
Real chickens. You need a gaggle of chickens. I don't know what you'd call them. A herd of chickens.
I don't think it's a herd. Doesn't feel right.
No. You have a food source. You can have eggs. You have something.
Do you have them now?
Well, no,
chickens
now.
now.
I live in an HOA, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to fly there.
Yeah, I tried to get my husband to let me have chickens in our basement storage room because we have a big storage room area. And he told me that was a bad idea. I don't understand why that's a bad idea.
Why would the smell?
What could possibly go wrong with having 5 chickens in my basement with 3 kids in my house and a dog?
I would say the smell and the noise level.
There's nothing.
I'm just saying.
Nothing.
So it's called. So I don't know how you pronounce it. God, I wish there was easier words, but I don't know if it's called a brood or a brood.
A brood?
Chickens?
Is it a brood of chickens?
It's brood.
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 Yeah. Brood. Okay.
Brood. Chickens. Brood. I think it would be better if they were called broads.
I do too. But I was thinking, like, we have a deck. I was like, maybe if I hid the chickens under the deck,
it would never fly. I bet those people watch you like a hawk there.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like a weird, I don't like that kind of organization.
Oh.
I bought the house, damn it.
Yeah.
I'll do what I want.
Trust me. Well, my husband in his career path deals with a lot of angry HOA members, and HOAs are definitely not the route we intended to go with life. I'll just say that. But it's the route we ended up with, so we could live by family. So yeah.
All right, chickens.
I've got to figure out how to get chickens.
I don't think it's gonna happen there.
Well, my husband's family does have a farm about 20 miles away. Nobody lives out there. Maybe I could have chickens out there. Give me something to do.
Let me know how it goes.
Okay. The last item, really all you need in any of this is a blowtorch. Because if it all goes to hell, just set it all on fire and run away.
Well, the zombies are coming.
Yeah. And that's all I've got. Those are the 5 things I'm going to make sure I have when we go back into lockdown this winter.
I think for me, it would be medication. Make sure you have, because it's hard to find now, certain medications.
That's true.
To have that, yeah, like even over the counter, because they say that you should have plenty of mucus medication on hand.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a respiratory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's Tylenol. Don't take Advil.
Why not Advil?
They say Tylenol's better. I'm not allowed to have Tylenol. I'm not allowed to have any of that. I'm only allowed to have Tylenol.
You can't have
Advil. Nope, not good for the stomach.
Oh, you can't give infants under 6 months ibuprofen. They can only have Tylenol.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. But there's not a food shortage. I mean, there's still stuff. I mean, it might not be stuff you want, but there's still stuff you can get.
Right.
So
you may have to. I know it's a horrible thought in Kansas. Not for you because you're already vegetarian. Some people may have to just suck it up at some point and just eat a little bit more vegetarian in Kansas. My husband grumps about eating vegetarian, but I make him do it a few times a week. I was listening to NPR this morning. It's just meatpacking plants having so many
Oh,
cases.
I
It's
know.
starting to. So the meat supply chain may be affected, but I don't think fruit and vegetables will. The important stuff.
No, because no, you can wash that.
Yeah.
Can't really wash beef.
And they can social distance while processing vegetables. But in the meat packing plants, I guess it's, from what they were saying on NPR, pretty difficult in those plants to distance.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that I've been having is well, first of all, your lifestyle changes when you're staying home all the time. I would never eat until 11 when I was working because I was
Mm-hmm.
just too busy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my favorite thing though is I had these when I was a kid. Carnation instant breakfast with almond milk. Do you
Oh,
remember Carnation? I add a banana and maybe some peanut butter sometimes.
yes.
It's a good healthy little snack.
Yeah,
Or I actually have it for lunch. So, um, but
that sounds
I have
delicious.
plenty of it. And then you know what? I have plenty on hand. So if it all goes to hell, I have plenty of almond milk and Carnation instant breakfast. So there you go. And my box wine.
I have a
And
lot of oatmeal. I don't, I keep buying oatmeal and my children don't really eat it. I mean, my 2-year-olds just like fling it at
I
the
love oatmeal.
window and the dog. So if it all goes to hell, I've got oatmeal and gin.
Well,
I think we'll be all right.
well, yeah, I think we'll be okay. You know, we got our heads on straight. We're not out the courthouse protesting to go get our hair done or,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't
go
know
to
if
the
most people
gym.
realize the courts are actually shut down.
I don't
So,
know. There's, you know what? There's a lot of ignorant people out there.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Lila, we haven't shared what we're drinking right now.
Oh, oh, okay.
So, I mean, we talked about our booze that we need in quarantine, but
Yes,
what are you currently enjoying as we're recording?
a margarita.
Love it. I am having a
Just
Moscow Mule.
yeah, but I don't do mine frozen. Mine is on the rocks.
Oh yeah, frozen margaritas. No, that is
I don't
not.
like frozen drink. I do
I
not like frozen drinks.
yeah, they're cold on my teeth.
We are going to end the show with a Mad Lib. We did this with the Golden Girls a few months back, which seems like years ago.
I think it was our
Um,
last episode. It does feel like a year.
this one today, we're going to do Wines Upon a Time. It's not a Golden Girls Mad Lib, it's a different Mad Lib, but it's Wines Upon a Time. B, give me a number.
32.
A plural noun.
Dogs.
Another plural noun.
Parties.
First name male.
Charles.
Okay, a type of liquid.
Liquid. Oil.
A celebrity. That's the
Ricky,
famous person.
oh, well, I'm trying to think of who it was we were talking about earlier. Ricky Gervais.
Oh, okay. Oh, Willow's joined us for the Mad Lib.
Hi, Willow.
Like, who the hell are you? An adverb.
Clumsily.
Geez, you have to do a difficult one to write.
You're welcome.
Okay, a plural noun.
Heroes.
A place.
Lake.
An adjective.
I'm getting a smirk out of that one.
I'm reading this as I go.
Adjective. Cruel.
A verb ending in ing.
Oh boy. Depressing.
And another adjective.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. A plural noun.
Keys.
Part of the body, plural.
Teeth.
Teeth.
Teeth? Not teats. Teeth.
Okay. Adjective.
Huge.
And then a verb ending in ing.
How about relaxing?
Okay. Okay. Wines Upon a Time by B. The history of wine began nearly 32 years ago when people all over the world discovered that getting drunk was more fun than building statues of dogs. The Romans, under Emperor Charles, traded barrels for parties. The Greek made oil in honor of Ricky Gervais, the goddess of wine. During the Middle Ages, peasants worked clumsily to supply the noble heroes and queens with their beverage of choice. If the wine wasn't acceptable, they would be exiled to the lake.
It doesn't sound
France
like a bad life.
No. France became well known for the cruel wines of Bordeaux. Emperor Napoleon is said to have celebrated by depressingly wine after every victory. In Italy, fantastic vineyards covered the keys of the countryside. It was there that the tradition of crushing grapes with one's teeth originated. Today, many of the most huge wines are made in the USA. California is the place to find them. So when you're done relaxing your surfboard, kick back and pour yourself a glass, dude.
The last few I did were pretty fitting.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it.
Okay.
We're back. Yeah, next week should be a good one. We'll be back to our drinking format.
Yes.
A week.
I'm excited for the cocktail that Lila has lined up for us.
It's a good quarantine cocktail. All right. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.